Hey guys, Joe here, and in today's one-take video, we are going to talk about how to most effectively cripple a $500 graphics card. So stay tuned for that. If you're new to the channel, thank you for checking it out. Give me one of those if you like this kind of video. Don't forget to subscribe down below, as well as use my Amazon affiliate links to buy stuff like that or the power supply or whatnot, and you'll help the channel grow. That would be much appreciated. In this video, we're going to talk about a couple of things. Number one, this system. HP pre-built systems. They're cheap. They're all over the place. If you want to get into entry-level gaming, you definitely should do this. I have a video coming out later about the comparison between this particular system, which has an i3-2130 that I found sitting in a box in my closet because I sold the i5 that was in there, and a Q6600 that I did a video on, which you can see up there. That's why I'm pointing up there. Not because there's a spider, because there wasn't. Haha, made you look. Anyways. The reason I'm doing this video is because I needed to clean this 1080 Ti. The backstory real quick is I owned this back in the day when I did Project Red Devil, the very first version of it on the Core P5 system or case, which you can also check out by looking up there in the information or down in the description. But anyways, I bought this card and then I immediately sold it to a friend of mine because it was too much card for me at the time. And I sold it to him. I took a 1070 and some cash on trade. This was before 1070 Ti existed. Well, 2 years later, my other buddy upgraded his EVGA 1080 Ti to an EVGA 2080 Ti and sold me his 1080 Ti. But I knew that my other buddy who bought this card from me still had it. And I was like, hey man, I'll give you the EVGA card, trade me back for this one. He's like, okay, that's fine. So he did, mainly because I like the looks. Don't care who you are, that's a good looking card. So as I was sitting down getting ready to clean it, I was watching a video from a content creator and he used the word bottlenecking. Bottlenecking is very often incorrectly used. He used it wrong, even though he has on other occasions said he dislikes the word because people use it wrong. So for your edification, if you are new to PCs and the concept of diagnosing and figuring out why things aren't working right, bottlenecking is a term that is massively incorrectly used. So, you're going to have to close your eyes real quick, don't fall asleep, and listen to my voice and imagine this. It's 6 o'clock in the afternoon. You're stuck in traffic in LA. There's 900 people on the same road. You're all trying to get home, but there's only one exit to take. So you all try to take the exit at the same time. You're trying to get 5 lanes of traffic down to 2 lanes. That's a bottleneck. Okay, open your eyes. In that scenario, you're trying to go from this to this. You're taking too much and putting it in too little. That is a bottleneck. What this situation is with an i3-2130 and a GTX 1080 Ti is not that. This is what's called CPU bound. It's not a GPU bottleneck, you're CPU bound, because the CPU is not capable of running fast enough to enable the GPU to run at its maximum performance. That is different from a bottleneck. If you want a bottleneck situation, then you would take something like this EVGA GT1030 and pair it with, say, my X5675 Xeon system. In that case, you would be bottlenecking the GPU because the CPU would be running way too fast for this card to handle. This card can handle 1440p like a champ under most conditions. It can handle pretty much any graphics load you can run at it. It can run 4K with no problem, in the 40s. But what we're going to take a look at real quick, sorry, took me a second to get the screen to boot up, is a couple of scores from Firestrike. Now these are results that I got on my personal systems, both of which are documented with the same card. As you can see, GTX 1080 Ti got a score of 95.99. That's with the 2130. The exact same card running the exact same overclock on the X5675 motherboard returned a score of, wrong one, 19,949. This was with the card running at stock. So 19,949. or 48. That is a 10,400 point difference. That is not a bottleneck. That is a situation where the graphics card is being bound up by the CPU. Simple, easy, very simple mistake to make. Oh, yeah, by the way, I do have a separate power supply connected to the 1080 Ti in order to get it to run on this pre-built system, along with a Thermaltake PCIe extension. Because, yeah, you can just see the difference. The size of the card versus the size of the case, it would never fit in there. And with this system the way it is, the graphics card sits with the face this way, which would interfere with everything. And that ain't going to work, is it? So, yeah. Anyways, I really wanted to get that off my chest and out into the ether. If you like informational videos like that, let me know. I like answering questions. A lot of you guys are still sending me questions on how to overclock on 861. Simple answer, don't. Even if you could, don't. For the love of God, don't. Save up your money, go to AliExpress and buy a BioStar TZ75. Please, for the love of God, don't try to overclock on an 861. And, as always, I'll talk to you later.